show you what the guys have been doing here. I've been up top doing other stuff. They got most of this done today. You can see all those poles and string that have been put up. When I get finished with this video, well, I was going to bring a shovel down and shovel off, make some small canals for water runoff, but it's already, except for a little bit of standing water right there, it's already drying out. So I guess no real need. I do want to check in here and see if anything has come up, and I can tell that that's something right there. Yeah, there it is right there. I would expect something similar. I know these were all planted in rows. These are beans here, looks like. Yep. The beans are coming up in this row. I'm guessing these are the yard-long beans. There's beans in this row as well. I bought a large packet of beans to plant in here. I don't see any. That's a cucumber right there, I think. So things are starting to come up. That's a good thing. We really do not need any more rain for the next couple of days. Give this stuff a chance to get up out of the ground. I don't know what that is right there. It's something. I can't remember exactly what was planted where in these rows. Well, so I'm guessing we're going to have to wait a week or 10 days so I can identify it. Something else there as well. I can see this row. What is that? Can't tell. I really wanted to. These carrots have not come up. I know there's carrots in this row right here. The thing is with carrots, man, they just can't be planted deep or they won't come up. If they're too deep, they'll rot. The seeds will rot before they come up. And this heavy rain, you know, I instructed them not to plant them deep in the first place, so they could have just been beat or floated out of the ground. I don't know. We'll know in a couple days. What do we got here? This looks like more beans. Yeah, these are beans of some kind here. I know there's melons along this edge over here. More beans here. There's okra down here somewhere. I'm going to have to get Marcel down here with Ippy and see exactly where everything is. Things are starting to come up. I'm pleased about that. You know, at least the beans. And I think I saw a couple cucumber over in this area. I wonder if the corn has made it up. It usually takes a little bit longer, but we'll see. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't see any. wouldn't expect the corn to be poking through for another couple days. Yeah, nothing yet. Well, wait a minute. No, it's just a weed. I take it back. There's one lonely little corn plant right there. So that's the only one in this row that's come up. So if nothing else comes up in a couple days, then we'll know that we had some really poor germination here. Wanted to check on this field in particular, and these peppers and tomatoes over here. Yeah, there's another little corn stalk right there. A couple of them. Yeah, these peppers are doing good. Most of them are over the transplant shock. That one right there has actually got a bloom on it. Well, that's a good thing. These onions have recovered. That one's got a little shoot on the right hand side there coming up. Almost all of them do. All of them do. The onions are doing good. The peppers over here, they're just not liking life. None of them look like they're doing that well. It could be too wet in this field for them. But even where there's no standing water, they're looking kind of peaked. Yeah, it definitely needs to dry out some. We had, 4 days in a row here of rain. I wasn't that worried about rainy season versus non-rainy season because it hasn't been, for the past 4 years or so, there hasn't been seasons. The rainy seasons were dry and the dry seasons were sort of wet. There's been no consistency in the weather here like there was. So I just stopped paying any mind to it. I think technically now is supposed to be the rainy season. And this might, things might be getting back to normal. Maybe this is going to be a rainy season, but it doesn't really matter. We still have to plant. We still have to utilize these fields. And we've got them draining as well as we can. The beans out in there are everywhere and doing well. You can see they're sprouting up all over. That'll be a carpet of them out there in about a week or 10 days. More things to be thankful for. Also over in this field. So there's a couple more rows of these. I should have, while I was up there, I should have checked the remaining supply of the poles. But there needs to be a couple more because there's a row of beans here, a couple rows of beans here that are going to need trellises and don't have them. I think those might be cucumbers right there. No, they're beans. So there's a row of beans here that is going to need trellis work. Can't tell what those are yet. And I think there's, well, I can't tell here either. Alright, things are doing good. Right on schedule. I'm a pretty happy camper. If we get no more rain for the next, if we get no more rain in the next 10 days, then I'll irrigate again. If we do get rain, depending on how strong how heavy of a rain it is, then I will not. I want these fields to dry until they begin to crack. And that cracking is actually, when the top of the soil cracks, it's actually beneficial because it opens it up, it aerates it a little bit. And since we're watering and the fertilizer, the water coming from the pond is the fertilizer, and if there's cracks, it allows a little bit faster and deeper penetration into the soil. So hopefully we won't get any rain for at least the next week. That's about how long I'm guessing it'll take this to dry out really well. But everything is looking good. These watermelons over here, again, I didn't get quite the germination that I was hoping for, but they're doing well enough. We've got watermelons growing. We've actually got melons on the vines up by the house. Some melons there. Things are going good. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.